This is James Mathers at NAB 2018 for the Digital Cinema Society and New Bay Media. I'm here with Snehal Patel from Carl Zeiss Company. He's going to tell us about large format lenses, but that's nothing new for you.
No, we've had full frame lenses for cinema since 2009. So we're 9 years into this. You know, when other manufacturers are just starting to create new products based on, of course, the new demand created by cameras, we already have solutions that work. So actually at the show today, we have an Alexa LF, we have a Sony Venice, and a Red Monstro to demonstrate that we do have coverage on these sensor sizes. So here's an Alexa LF, and in the largest recording format, you can check out the 28 to 80, and you'll notice that it actually covers a sensor. So you can, it's quite usable. 28 to 80 is a T29 lens. It's in a series of 3 lenses, 15 to 30, 28 to 80, 70 to 200, all T29. So from 15 millimeter to 200 millimeter, you're covered. You're full frame. You get the coverage that you need for your sensor, and you have a consistent T-stop. And their lenses are parfocal. They're nice and sharp. They match with an ultra prime look. So they're quite high quality. Price point's good, between 20 and 24,000 each. And they look good as competitors that cost $40,000, $50,000.
Love it. And these all have communication?
These don't have communication. So this is the one thing that's different about these lenses, is that they don't have the communication. They weren't designed that way.
But many of your lenses do, the primes?
Correct, like we have the CP3s, for example, which are full frame, and now we have an XD version of the CP3s that has metadata communication. Do you want me to show you how that works? I can
Sure.
take you over to the cart right now. Yeah? Yeah, so over here we have the CP3 lenses, and we're demonstrating the whole metadata situation going on, because first of all, the lens does communicate with the camera system, right? But it tells it like focus position, iris position, the name of the lens. So on the Red camera, you could actually see metadata on the camera itself, right? But we're giving you extra data beyond just the normal what other lenses give you, which is shading and distortion data, frame by frame. And right now, Red will actually be one of the first companies to implement the recording of that data internally. But until then, we have one device that's already working, which is the Master Locket Plus, and we're introducing 2 more devices that we have here in prototype, which is a Master Locket Plus battery plate, which I could show you in a second, and then also the Transvideo monitor, which will have a new version that will also record that data. So what happens with that data, for example, in this case, with the Master Locket Plus, I can pull the data from the lens, so as I focus an iris, the data is changing, and over here I can see on my computer system using LiveGrade. So this is Pomfret's LiveGrade software, which is a DIT software that people use for on-set color correction, or basically creating looks on set. And what you can do is you have a new little window that allows you to see the distortion and shading characteristics of the lens in real time as I focus an iris. And then what I can do is, if I want for my VFX supervisor, I can actually show them the shading distortion correction. Because what happens in visual effects is that they want to get rid of curvature and shading if they can, because it makes it easier for them to you know, composite, track, key, all those things. It makes it a lot easier. And it makes it easier to put 3D objects into the frame, and then you reapply the characteristics of the lens, and then take off the shading distortion correction at the very end of the process. And now we have not just a plug-in for Resolved like we had a year ago to be able to, you know, put that correction in and make it happen, but we now have new plugins for After Effects and for Nuke. And this is where it really becomes good, because VFX people use Nuke and After Effects and software like that all the time. So now they can ingest the video, and they don't have to do anything. As long as they have the data, it'll automatically allow them to do shading distortion correction. You literally, in After Effects and Nuke, had to just put the data in the same folder as your video files, and they'll find it for you, and they'll take care of it.
That's going to be a tremendous help to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, we're showing the community that, look, we listen and we care about this concept. You know, we said that we're going to give you shading distortion, but not only that, we gave you software packages, plugins, and hardware. So we're working with a lot of different manufacturers to kind of do the handshake, and we're compliant with Cook/I version 2. So that means that other manufacturers can also figure out how to do this as well. It's open source. So, you know, we will develop, and one day we'll develop an SDK as well, so a new manufacturer can easily comply and make things happen. But it's really great because the system works. We've tested it out on a couple of projects that we did short film projects that we did, a sci-fi piece that we talked about at IBC, and then of course, we did The Floor is Lava with Rocket Jump, and that was a really fun video. It has over like 55 million views online, but that used the CP3 XD data. And this is a team of VFX people that use After Effects. So it doesn't matter if you're a VFX super that has a team of people or if you're working by yourself, this data is easy to use.
So this is a Sony Venice?
So this is the Sony Venice camera. So another full frame camera like the Alexa LF and the Monstro. And our CZ2 zooms, cinema zooms, work perfectly with this camera because they cover the image circle that's necessary to fit even the 3x2 6K recording from top to bottom. So not only do you get 240 and 178 coverage, but you also get it top to bottom. So if you wanted to do plates or special effects or anything like that, you get clean plates. So it's a really nice, good option to have. And Sony Venice is a very good camera. It has an amazing image, and people are already using it in the field for commercials, television shows, and movies. And we have the kind of zoom that they want: ultra prime level quality, good build, easy to use, and Zeiss lens. Thanks for coming by. If you aren't able to make it to NAB and you have a lot of questions, please visit our website, zeiss.com/cine, C-I-N-E, and you're going to find all these lenses there. And anytime you click on a lens, you're going to get tabs that will give you data, video, instructions, downloads, whatever you need.
And so you have cinematography interviews now there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to have cinematography interviews there. We have new cinema social media. So we have now Zeiss Cinema for Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we're posting a lot of user stories and interviews. So I actually interviewed 13 cinematographers during Sundance that had films in Sundance, and that's posted as well on our YouTube.
You do a lot for the community. We appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. If anyone ever wants to test lenses, they can find me or find any of our team members worldwide. We're happy to help you. And if you have any questions, just email us. We'll take care of it.
Thanks again.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.